lot of support. Like, notice we were there, but we dumped, and then manipulation hit, rocket ship, FOMO, more dumpage now, everybody's getting out. We were back to that line, and it just broke. Oh, shit. Just fucked up the line. Notice, here, let me zoom out. Okay, this is perfect. Check this. Now check this. Like, this isn't, to me, like, this ain't looking too good. Like, I think we're gonna break down. Not on, like, some nuke shit, but, like, we're gonna, like, obviously bounce probably to, like, here, and then start breaking down. I do think we'll bounce, though, like, at, like, 19.7, but I think we're gonna break down. This is just, we don't have a lot of support. Because then after there, we fall to here, which is realistically, like, right here, 20.3K. So we're probably about to lose a cool 800 points over time in the next few days. If not, like, overnight. I'm not trying to, like, fuck anybody's heads up, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, we were trading at these levels before, we'll probably come back and tap that shit. Notice how we can go back and the lines are still making sense. You see how everything's still floating in a channel? I didn't know how to do TA, like, at this point in time. Like I just learned this shit in the past week. And notice how the lines are still working. Like, shit's floating in channels, right? You see this shit? It might sound crazy, like, how I'm doing it, but, like, this is how I know they work, because I can rewind the chart and look at how this shit's hitting, dude. It will always tap these points, bruh. Like, look at how it's tapping these points. It just comes down to, like, how much volume's coming in, where the whale's at, who's ready to chat out and pump our bags. But, does this make sense to y'all? I know it was like,
it definitely helped me a little better understanding for sure. But like I said, I joined late, so definitely gonna need a college.
You're cool. I'm basically, like, dropping lines where I see the wicks, like, here, let me find a brand new. Let's go look at April quick. I hate this shit. Fucking, like, so sketchy. Ooh, this looks good. Okay. Oh, dude, this shit broke the fuck down. Ape's one of those things where the channels are a little bit bigger, so I have, like, 2 levels of resistance and 2 levels of support. I'm not sticking a line here because this isn't where the support is. The support's right here.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, where it kind of wavers around that area until, like, obviously it breaks up.
Yes, and this is like my favorite. I fucking nutted at this shit. This 616 area, fuck, dude. It keeps tapping this shit. And watch how it, like, okay, this is where it exploded, so this isn't good. But this, the first time it tapped 616, like, on the dot, it maybe cleared out 613. This is hard to catch this shit though. But like 616 to 650, I mean, that's a fat move, dude. Like, you make a lot of money on this shit on leverage. And like, look at this pink rejection. Pink. We see that candle we don't like, where it's like one rejection, big red, another big red. Like, we don't like that. But this is for like a short time frame short. Like, this was from 3:30 to, this was like a 3-hour move. But look, we hit 616, and then rocket ship. This time back up to 668. I mean, we ended up, oh fuck, we hit like 690, but I have my ceiling at 668. Because to me, this is a good time to like close out a long right here, 668. You can take the risk and let it run, but I mean, this shit's a fucking mover, dude. If Bitcoin's moving good, like, just let the long run, because Ape is gonna go ballistic. But okay, couldn't hold over this 668. Obviously fell back down into this channel and didn't last long. I honestly shouldn't really even have this line here. Well, yeah, I do, because of these things right here. But yeah, and like when I see it go over that line, the resistance, and I see this shit, like, bearish, big bearish shit.
At what point do you kind of recognize that, like, okay, I need to get out, or are you just setting stop losses as you go? Like, how can you, I guess what I'm asking is, how can you, I guess, hypothesize or predict once you start to get that little red candle or that wick, like, how do you know that it's going down, you know, like, more so than just like a little flash?
That's crazy you asked that, because this was honestly the first, in real time, this was the first trade where I ever was like, where I recognized like these candles. I was like, dude, I gotta, like, I'm not holding this, but like if I was holding this, I'd run. Or if I wanted to short, like, I'd set up the short, because like, this is like I know, like, when you know this is your resistance right here, you know this is resistance, because look at how many times like we pinged off that shit. Like, well,
Of course.
hold on, in the recent day, so this is a full day from right here to right here, we couldn't make it past. So like for a full day, when I see like, okay, we just can't get past this, and then we super do like a rally, get back to that point. This is the third time getting to that point, right? And then when I see a red candle open up, because I saw this in real time, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was in the crypto chat and I like posted this and I low-key called this. I just had a feeling it was gonna nuke. Same with Bitcoin right here. And I don't think it got back up to that entry, the 668. I don't know if I answered your question. I didn't, right?
I guess not. No.
What was it again?
Okay, so I guess. I mean, maybe you possibly did.
Oh,
but
I guess know, like, when to bail, like when to bail
exactly.
out.
Like,
okay,
yeah, like.
Okay.
I guess, how do you know that it's tanking as opposed to just kind of like, you know, going back and forth?
And are you talking about like tanking is in like price going down, or is in your position like going negative? Like you're in a long and it goes negative?
I suppose either. Just like, I guess, how could you identify, like, what am I looking for to kind of recognize when, like, you know, when it's something that you need to maybe necessarily get out of your trade, or like, how can you tell that it's going to be a big breakout downward when you stayed in the same area up and down for so long?
Because this is a big ass red candle, and like and on top of Bitcoin nuked at the same time. So like, and honestly, this came in like a few minutes after Bitcoin nukes. So I identified that, okay, Ape is lagging a little bit behind Bitcoin because niggas are so bullish on this shit to where, like, when Bitcoin really crumbles and I see, like, a big red candle here, like, I know it's the end for Ape. And this is the biggest red candle, like, that we high-key saw in about 24 hours, like that. Oh, other than this one, and this came at the same point. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at the other big red candle. Like, this is how I knew, like, to short, because I seen big red candle right at the resistance. We've barely gone past that. And honestly, these are great times to, like, be practicing, like, okay, even if you don't actually put money on the short, like, just think, I should short here, because look at Uniswap. I haven't looked at Uniswap in fucking a long ass time, but as soon as I jumped in here, this was all I saw up to here, like, up to this point, I didn't see this shit, right? When I see this, and, like, this type of wick right here, like, I just have a feeling that, like, either this is the top, or, like, somewhere in this is gonna be the top. And when I see it on the second time, like, nicking right here, and not just blowing past the zone, like, yeah, I know, like, somewhere close to the hand, this little wick is going to be the top. And, obviously it ended up going upwards a little bit more, so it probably was a scary trade if you jumped in right here. But look at what ended up happening, because the volume couldn't sustain. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to answer your question. So, like, yeah, the big red candles doubled up next to each other, like this. Like, look at this one right here. This candle's longer than this one. They both hit the same, like, little top levels after the nuke. Like, it's trying to go on a little rally. Look at how it just tried to rally and got stopped right here. So let's just...
So you can clearly see where support is.
Yeah, the resistance is right here. So we're going to drop a resistance right here. And probably get rid of this line for now. And then put the bottom line right down here. So now we have our new channel of Uniswap, 680, or from 676 to 693. I know this is a tight range, but we're kind of going to go from here and see what happens. And let's look down to the last time it was at these levels, right? Oh, shit, it's been a minute. This shit's strong as fuck. It was like the 14th it's been back at these levels, so... Okay, let's drop another line right here so I can see where I'm at. So... let's just say support's right here, for example. Now let's come back over here. You see what I'm saying, though, like, with these two candles, like... Because, honestly, you want to drill this shit into your head, like, when you see big red candle, thinking at your support, right next to the other candle that tried rallying through the ceiling. Like, if this shit is closing red and longer than this one, like, it's probably we're gonna see, like, a little bearish downtrend. I know this one's, like, a lot longer, but just look at this one, for example, too. Big rally, big ass red candlestick. Big rally. This one was... we didn't see, like, a massive red individual candlestick here, but we did see, like... well, actually, we did see this... yeah, it's bigger than this one, and it's hinting at the top support. I know I'm not, like, explaining this, like, super technical, but this is kind of how I just think about it in my head. You know?
Definitely. I can, I see the patterns a little bit more now that you pointed out.
And just paying attention that, like, how something, like, that was support is now resistance. Like, this was our support hard, 693, and now it's resistance. This is honestly when you know to jump out of a fucking long. When, like, let's say we're right here on the dot, 794, right? 794, and we know that this is, like, heavy support, because if we go back and look at all this shit, like, you know what I'm saying right here? So, like, we're only gonna go a little bit past this if we go under, but if we break hard, like how we did right here, like, straight into more, like, it's just a wrap. We're moving down a channel.
Do you think we'll be hitting, like, some highs like we did, like we seen in, like, last November type, like, amount?
Yeah, fuck yeah. We just have to, like, there has to be, like, a confirmed bottom, like, dude, just how Twitter got bearish as fuck all late as shit, like, it has to be kind of one of those situations where everybody's like, okay, where's all the money?
And all these billionaires, they be, like, accumulating Bitcoin and shit at the bottom, too, you feel me? Like, in all these little scam pumps and shit. Yeah. If they catch up at the top of shit, they after the second bottom, they'll probably grab a bit.
Was really 3.5. Like, if you were looking at it in real time, it really is 3.5.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's just that the chart is so big. Yeah, that's 3.8. But, like, shit.
That shit was juicy as hell.
Yeah, that's it's like 72%. You feel me? Yeah, I just did the ruler thing.
This looks good, though.
Anyways,
I think Bitcoin looks... Oh, shit.
Yeah, New Year's shit is pretty good this year.
Bitcoin dropped 74% from 69K, which is like the same shit that happened in 2019. But right now we have 70%. We're at right now at 69%.
It closes the same as the green, but way bigger and red. Look what happens.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody's still holding a short position from there.
You got balls.
Cause I saw somebody that had like 45,000% on his shit.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on, this guy like edit that shit and like
Either inspected element, or he's got fucking balls of steel, or he got lucky as fuck.
Cause like this guy told me that I thought trading leverage in crypto was the same as like stock options, like where you have a contract and it expires and shit like that.